Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing.
What's up, guys? Master Styles here, welcoming you to Inside Gaming, your go-to source for all things Eternal Evolution. Today, we're diving into the top 10 things players want in Eternal Evolution for 2025. Stick around to see if your wish made the list. And of course, you can share your thoughts down in the comments. So this is an idea I had here in terms of what I would love to see. And of course, I talked to a couple of players in Eternal Evolution for 2025 because a lot of these things are long overdue. And we'll just go down the list in no particular order. But I feel like it's necessary in terms of the game, right? To make it better, to make it great again. So first up, the first thing on the list is actually, let's go into battle here so we can kind of take a look at this. Now, for you to do this, it's very frustrating. And of course, this will be a part of quality of life, right? Your gems. So here, I'm running the summoner team. Great. I have all red gems now. Now, if I wanted to switch over to my tanks here, I would now have to go all the way back, all the way over here. Look, just go all the way back here to now say, hey, I want to put all of my damage increase onto my tanks. I have to come back here to switch it, especially when you're in Twilight Lands or you're in endless battles. Anything that requires you to have to switch between teams, it's tough to switch your gems. I would love for them to put a way while you're in battle in here. Just like how you can get your heroes here, the gem switching needs to be added in 2025. It's long overdue. I know they came out with the gem system, but not having a way to switch your gems it's frustrating. And if you play through Twilight Lands, you know that there is very frustrating to deal with every time you're switching your teams. Again, one suggestion is if you're gonna use tanks and summoners, right, just set up the last one, right? Because it just having the last slot here, which is, hold on, let's switch it over, like revitalization crystal. At least you can have that set up where if you're using your assassins, try to do it that way. So you attack with assassins and vanguards, you attack with summoners and tanks. That's the only suggestion that's really there, because other than that, you have to switch it out, and it's very frustrating. So that's number one on the list. And of course, I'm gonna have to pull it up here because again, it's over. I actually came in second. Wow, interestingly enough, our boy, he beat me because I got stuck on 19-4. Twilight Lands, I'll put it up here. The rewards for the later stages need to be updated. I think that it would be amazing to have some of the fusion chips in the later rounds to motivate you to go further. Because again, when you're at a point where the competition can't catch up to you, there's no motivation to push on into later rounds. The rewards are just terrible. They're just bad all around, right? But again, for me here, the top 5, top 20, those rewards are okay, right? There could be some adjustments there, here and there. I don't have the image of the rewards, but again, you've seen them, right? If you're a new player, sorry, you haven't seen them. But again, I think revamping the rewards for Twilight Lands would go a long way. Put some super breakthrough, put some awakened stuff in there too, right? Because again, any way to acquire some of these rewards will definitely help out for the community. Not just free to play, not just pay to win. Whichever route you go, it would help out, right? So those are the two there that I know I just jumped into Twilight Lands, but it was relevant to the first one. Next up, right? Let's go over to the heroes here. Nerfs and buffs need to be communicated. I don't like the fact that heroes get weaker and you're not communicating that to me. I would love to know that. Like, I see that you do patches for the hero, but if a hero, for instance, let's actually go into this here. Well, where is it? We'll go here. I don't want to do 37 because it might crash. So we'll go with 36. I did beat 36 if you watch a previous video. But let's take a look at this, right? So we'll go through this. Hopefully it doesn't crash, right? And take a look at this. So now a new hero that is why I haven't met Immortal 2. And I know I said 5. But anyways, a new hero that recently is released can now out DPS an old hero that is at Awaken 7, which is, not it's not really a new system, but there was no word communicated to us about the nerfing. They call it shadow ban. No, shadow nerfing. That's just the best way. I'm talking about shadow ban. Shadow nerfing, right? So again, the new hero always have a buff, and then the older heroes, they slowly get nerfed, but you don't mention that. Be transparent. It's 2025. You need to be transparent in terms of nerfs that need to be conveyed to us as a community, and buffs, like buffing the heroes while also correlating, going back to reworking some of the heroes, like Rez needed to be the sixth hero. If you that's something that's put into the game. Another person, Cora needs to have the ability to be all of the factions. She's the only one that doesn't have that out of the Awakening SP heroes, right? So in this situation, you see that's Awaken 10 Sith, and this is the new hero here. But the thing about Wukong is that as the battle go along further, he tends to get he does get stronger. So that's something to keep in mind. So eventually he'll end up passing Sith here. But again, the mere fact that he's even that close is crazy to me, right? But even look at Dorelli, right? Dorelli's right there. Interestingly enough. But again, is his summons large summons or small summons? Right? That's a good question. But again, I feel like just being transparent with the nerfing, and obviously they'll show you the not even that. They don't even show you the buff of the characters. But again, let me back out of here because I feel like it's gonna crash and I don't want to have to stop. Right? We can beat it. We beat it before. That would go a long way. Transparency, and let us know, right? Let me know in the comments if that's something you've thought about or you would want to see. All right, moving on to number 4. I know I didn't list off the numbers. I was just going through it. Here, where are these game modes? It's been coming soon for almost since the release of this, right? And one other thing we could do, I don't want to go into it, right? No, I can, right? Up the daily rewards here. 30 is not enough because now that you have Super Breakthrough and Awakening in the same shop, 30 coins is not doing nothing. It's 210 per week. We need it to be up to at least 600 per week, right? Do the math. I'm not doing it for you. Do the math, because that would go a long way. At least you can get one full soul crystal per week off of just this game mode here. Or if you don't want to do that, add a new game mode, right? I know people are not really fond of Digital War, but at the same time, adding an additional game mode here would definitely go a long way, because I've been sitting on these 61 here and there's not much I can do with them. But updating the Digital War, I know it's there on the list. Don't worry, we have a couple more things to go. Just bear with me here. And for me, that is that there. There isn't much else to say about the digital room other than the updates. Next, what I would love to see is more events, right? More new events that are not correlating with the whole having to attack and gaining points, which is ultimately new game modes. Find other ways that we can play, right? Maybe instead of, I know they did that before, but one thing we could do is, for instance, because you can have battles, right? We don't have live battles. Like, one thing you could do is live battles. You go in, you can compete with other players, you pick your hero, and then you go into the fight. So imagine I'm here, I pick Wukong, another player picks Sif, another player picks Deji. Of course, what will probably end up happening is everybody's all picking SPs, which would still be okay. But again, you can put a limit where, hey, you can't have two of the same heroes. That will open up for more possibilities. But I think that would be a fun way to include the community instead of having it where it's just this boss and we're working on getting his HP down. What about if we all can go in and attack at the same time while playing and controlling the alts and stuff like that? That would be more interesting, right? That would build in community and make sure the boss is tough too, because that way it would force players to say, hey, I'm going to attack this boss. Communication within the players, which builds out a better community. Just saying, just an idea. And of course, collabs. Can we get relevant collabs? I want collabs with games that are actually relevant, right? So we can build out more of a community, get more people to play the game. You can make a little bit more money. Just saying, you love your coins. But again, I think having collabs with other games that correlate to what we're already doing, right? Or similar to this game would be a great way to go. Nostalgic, right? Always go with nostalgic, collab. Maybe, Pokemon may be out of reach. Dragon Ball Z, possibilities, right? It's endless. There's so many older retro games that you can tap into. But again, that's on you guys. Y'all know better than me. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the ideas, right? Again, so moving on, we got number 6. Number 6 is Idle Rewards, right? This needs a revamp so bad. Like Awakenable Heroes, Temper Materials, there's Super Breakthrough. What else is out there? There's a whole bunch of other stuff. Red Runes, right? Not like, well, where I am right now, Red Runes is just a stockpile. It's just sitting there doing nothing, right? Limited tickets, Astral tickets, advanced tickets, right? Divine Prototype tickets. I'm telling you, this Idle Rewards right here definitely need to be revamped. This is more for the beginner players, right? It would be nice, even if I could get at least 10 limited tickets a week, right? That would be nice. 5 Astrals a week. Possibilities, right? It's endless, right? You can go whatever way you feel like going, but make sure you keep the player in mind when you're revamping Idle Rewards. It's long overdue. It's long overdue. Just saying. And of course, for number 7, I'm going rapid fire. I'm not even holding back. This one here, right? Bag space. I don't really have that problem because what happens is that because I'm tempering materials and I'm pretty much blowing through probably good gears. Yeah. Because again, to temper a gear, let's pick this one here, right? To temper a gear, I have to now manually go through and pick which one I want to temper. And this is generally what I do. Literally, when I'm tempering, I just hit that. I don't check. I don't know what's what. And that's why my backspace is low. But for some people, it may not have that problem. But again, I feel like the increase in the backspace, do not increase it by 500. It needs to be increased by 1,000. One other suggestion too for the backspace is that gears that are equipped to heroes should not be included in here, right? Because it's on your heroes. Coding, right? That's just the way I see it. Coding. But again, I think increasing the backspace will go a long way. Long overdue. For me, I don't really have that problem because I'm just burning through good gears. Yeah, I know I am. And I just have to temper. I don't have time to go through and pick and choose. This is me personally, right? You probably don't have that problem. Man, this list is going by quick, right? We're getting close to the end. If you made it this far in the video, shout out to you. You are the one. And we have 3 more things that players would want to see in Eternal Evolution for 2025. And actually, this one here is long overdue, right? Can we get an update to the rewards in regular arena, right? That would be awesome because again, it's only one team and the possibilities in terms of what team you could run would be limitless because for right now, there's no reason to push it. There's literally no reason. 2 basic summons, right? Okay. I can get 2 basic summons just by doing the daily missions that you guys have there, right? And of course, 20 advanced tickets. Really? 20 advance tickets for being number one. And then purple runes, right? Wow, purple runes and 1,000 diamonds need to be revamped. Like, I'm telling you, this would make it more fun. Again, right now there's absolutely no reason to push. It's just pointless, right? At this point, right? What's the point? Like, what is the point of pushing? Let's see where our boy is, because he made a move there. Where is he? He's there. And what is he running? Yeah, I know. You see it. I was playing around with that to see how he is, right? Doing a little testing. But again, revamping these rewards here would be huge. And make sure you include super breakthrough materials, or if you don't want to go as far as super breakthrough because it's still really new, I would love to see some awakening things in here. And switch that over to red runes. Not like I really need them, but you know, it'll help for some people. And some limited tickets, right? Astrals once a month, right? If you're in the top 5, you get a set amount of astrals per month. So what could happen, because I'm over here saying, but I'm not suggesting, that's not how I function. For this here, you could do maybe what, 50 astrals? Yeah, I'm crazy like that. 50 astrals if you're number 1 for the month. So we'll have a ranking for the month, because I'm telling you, you need an incentive to push. At the end of the month, if you're number 1, you get 30 limited tickets, 20 divine prototypes, and 10 astral tickets, right? That would be a push to be number 1. Okay, and then for the daily, we'll up that to 5 limited tickets per day for being number 1. You can change it going down, right? I'm not doing all of that for second and third. I don't talk about second and third because we only talk about number 1 over here, right? I know I came in second, don't talk about that. But I think that will be huge if they made that change. Monthly reward, and of course the weekly rankings, right? They'll push people to want to push this because there's an incentive there. No incentive to push it at all. Zero. Absolutely nothing, other than saying you're number 1, which really amounts to nothing. So now let's move on to the last 2. Lost Valley. Lost Valley has a lot of potential in terms of how we can go about this, right? So because we also have the commanders here, right? The commanders have purification and all of that. This would be a perfect way to increase the levels of not just the commanders, but Lost Valley. Anything pertaining to the commanders would go through Sincera Marsh, and I could see them coming out with a whole new system for commanders, but you shouldn't. Let's just work on what we already have. Sometimes adding new stuff just makes it more of a gap in between the haves and the have-nots, right? But again, I think that increasing the levels here, of course, increasing the difficulties, because this is where we are. This is where we are, where now we can just take this out. Literally. We can literally just, it's now up to a second. Done. Yeah, that's where we are. We need new levels. Point blank period. Right? So here we could do the increase in levels, go up to 6, increase the difficulty. Obviously it's not going to be easy, which I would love, right? It's long overdue. For Disa Caves, right? Disa Caves pertain to gears, right? This would be a great way to add in the 2 sets for 4 to 6, the 2 sets for deities, and the 2 sets for, what's the other one? Robot, right? You already have it correlating in the awakening, so add in the 2 sets for them. And not only that, temper out bug gear, right? That would be perfect for this. So 4 to 6 would give you the option to get temper materials for bug gear, and you have to beat 6 to gain those gears there, right? The temper materials for 6. 4 would be for robot, 5 would be for deities, and 6 would be for bugs. EX6, right? But again, this here is the same thing. Let me do all of that because I just need the additional gears. And 1 second, long overdue. I'm just showing it to you, right? And of course, over here, same thing. For this one here, we can now go up to EX4 to 6 fusion chips, right? This is another way you can gain the fusion chips, right? Because it correlates to leveling your prototypes, right? So this one too, same thing. 1 second. Everything is 1 second now. 1 second, literally, right? But again, I think that bringing up 4, 5, and 6 would definitely help out. Another way to farm fusion chips outside of pulling in the divine. And you can get the divine prototype tickets here too, right? That would make sense because it'll correlate with that, right? Just another suggestion. And of course, I saved the best for last. The one that everybody's wanted, and it's long overdue. And we've been talking about it for so long. It's just like, geez, come on now. Come on now. This is a no-brainer. A no-brainer. Ancient altars. Yeah, new levels. Just new levels. I can't show it to you because I just skip it. I just sweep. That's what they call it. Sweep. I just sweep everything now. Come on now. Purgatory. Maybe 2 levels. Purgatory and another level against above Purgatory, where you can now get super breakthrough materials and also awakened materials, right? And astral tickets. Yeah, I know, but it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy, right? It's not gonna be easy. I'm telling you that. It's not going to be. Because if it was up to me, I wouldn't make it easy. It would be difficult. You'll be complaining about how difficult it is, right? And you'll love it. But Ancient Altars, for the players that's been playing, they know that this is long overdue, right? And if I didn't cover something, let me know down in the comments and we'll continue this discussion. Join the Discord. We can talk over there. And if you made it this far in the video, comment down below 2025 wish list. I would love to see a lot of these things implemented into the game in the upcoming year. It would be beautiful. I would love to see it. And of course, the more we come together as a community and talk to the devs or complain to the devs, the changes that you see on this list could come to fruition. But it's going to be up to us to come together and say, hey, this is what we want. I know one person saying it, 2 persons saying it, but if it's a whole collective that's saying it, it will happen even faster. So again, if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button for updates, guys, tier list walkthroughs, and of course the fun to play series and the spotlight series. I know I'm supposed to make a video. Let me live, okay? But those that are rocking with me, let me know if you want to see more videos along the lines of this in the comments. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Until the next video, peace.